Hi, I'm Matt Ragusio,
And I'm Jonathan Teixeira.
and today we're going to be talking to you about how companies can use Twitter to further grow their business. So, what is Twitter? Well, Twitter is an online social media site that allows users to read and send text-based microblogs of 140 characters or less. Otherwise, these are known as tweets. Twitter has been increasing in popularity lately, and as of 2011, there were over 140 million tweets per day. So all you need to get started on Twitter is a username and a password that's not already registered by another user. So to log in, you just have to put your username in and your password. And now you're all logged in, ready to go on Twitter.
So now we're going to get into some Twitter lingo. First is a follower. So a follower are people who have subscribed to your account and are interested in what I have to say. So here we have 91 followers. An example is Joey DiNardo and Josiah Shelley. Next is following. Following means our Twitter account a user has subscribed to see what that user has to tweet. Next, very important, and you'll probably get this a lot, is a retweet. Retweeting is tweeting an already tweet by another user. Retweets occur when a user agrees to that tweet. A retweet can help the initial tweeter gain more followers because once they have been retweeted by a user, everyone who is following that retweeter will see the tweet and create a direct link to that person's profile. Another lingo is a modified tweet. So a modified tweet is when an already tweet has had changes made by the user or someone else. A very important symbol is the @sign. So when you're composing a tweet to another user, the @sign is used first before the Twitter user's profile name, which enables the receiver to be notified that they have been mentioned in a tweet. Very importantly is a hashtag. The hashtag is used to mark keywords or topics in a tweet, and the hashtag enables users and Twitter experts to know what is trending. For example, hashtag MRK634. Anything that is involved in the MRK634 with a hashtag before it will enable all or will notify all the users who are subscribed to that. And the last Twitter lingo we're going to touch base on is a direct message. A direct message is a way for one user to contact another user privately without their whole Twitterverse or their followers to see. In order to send a direct message, both parties should need to be following each other. Now we're going to speak about the fail whale. Some of you have probably seen this before, or some of you may not. A user may come across the fail whale icon over Twitter at a time when the system is getting overloaded and there's a problem with the network. If you look closely, the icon is a bunch of birds who are carrying a whale and stating that the network is over capacity. Users may experience the fail whale at popular times, for instance, after an earthquake. Now, business to business or business to consumer, Twitter can use both. Twitter can be used for both business to business and consumer, and we think business to consumers is more beneficial for companies because it allows companies to create a two-way communication path and uses a more direct approach. The great thing about Twitter and the two-way path is consumers can also directly interact with the company, where they can voice their comments and thoughts. Consumers have been using Twitter to voice their likes or bad experiences with a certain product or service. Many businesses have been known to make alterations to their products or services to better them based on their consumer needs over the Twitter network. Twitter has also been helpful for businesses during crisis situations and has acted as a public relations outlet. For example, for any students who are unaware, a class on Wednesday at 11:40, there will be a guest speaker at 1 o'clock for students enrolled in RES 555. And I'd like to thank Stefan, Jordan, and Evan for retweeting this to all their followers. Now we're going to speak on the verified. Why does Twitter verify accounts? Verification is currently used to establish the authenticity of identity on Twitter. The verified badge helps users discover high-quality sources of their information and trust the legitimate source is authorizing the account's tweets. So what kind of accounts are verified? Twitter proactively verifies accounts on an ongoing basis to make it easier for users to find who they are looking for. Twitter highly concentrates on sought-out users in music, acting, government figures, media, businesses, and sports. They verify these users and individuals because they have a high risk of impersonation.
So, how can a business use Twitter? Well, a business can use Twitter to interact directly with their consumers and to connect their brand with images, messages, and anything that people are talking about on Twitter. An example of this is a company might want to tweet out a tweet saying that they are sending care packages to California where a local hurricane has just ripped through and has affected some people's lives there. Businesses can also try to alter consumers' perception by using Twitter. For example, if a company has been taking negative media attention about labor practices overseas, this company might want to send a tweet saying that they've upgraded these practices and that they don't stand for this and that they are sorry and send a public apology. Using Twitter, businesses can also gain information about what consumers are saying about their company in a positive or negative way. An example of this is McDonald's releasing the hashtag McDonald's stories so that families and goers to McDonald's could go to McDonald's, enjoy their experience, and then tweet about it. Well, what actually happened was most of the people would tweet saying negative things about McDonald's, like, I had a fingernail in my burger, or my burger was cold, and this was very bad for McDonald's and was not expected. Using Twitter, companies can also receive and deal with customer feedback. If a customer is having a problem with a product or has questions about a product, then they can tweet at the business, and the business can tweet right back at the customers, creating a direct link between them. Profit or not-for-profit? Well, Twitter is beneficial for both. Regardless if they are trying to make money or not, they want to be in contact and relevant in the minds of the general public. So for-profit companies, they may want to tweet out the release date of a new product, or a company like Subway may want to tweet out saying, oh, today is a steak and cheese sub of the day, come get it for $6. For not-for-profit companies, an example being Habitat for Humanity, they might want to tweet out that they have just completed their 100th house in Africa, or tweet a pic of workers working, building these houses, just to show that the general public that they are actively doing stuff in their community. So this is an example of a profit company, Targus, which is a bag, case, and accessory company, tweeting out a link for a discount and a coupon for one of their products.
Now we're going to talk about promoted tweets. Promoted tweets is a paid tweet where a business can put their message in front of the right audience with added bonus by reaching the right people who are interested in your business. When a company promotes a tweet, it is easily identified underneath the tweet, which says promoted by, and then the business. Here is an example of a promoted tweet by Best Buy. E-Cycle, Best Buy, no matter where you bought it, will recycle it. Learn more at bestbuy.com. And underneath you can see promoted by Best Buy.
So, marketing with the hashtag. Marketing with the hashtag allows businesses to track different trends over the Twitter network. Special words or acronyms are used for businesses or a user to search what is trending for that topic. For example, just recently, the NHL trade deadline allowed Twitter users to find out the last trades and the last trade rumors in the NHL by just searching the hashtag trade deadline. So a business can use the hashtag in the same way by searching the hashtag that is relevant to their company. For example, a pizza company like Pizza may want to search hashtag pizza to see what local customers and consumers of pizza are saying about their pizza experience, whether it's about pizza or another company like Pizza Hut or Pizza Nova.
Now we're going to touch base on protecting tweets. We came across some good reasoning why a business or a user should not protect their tweets. So 1, not Facebook. Twitter is not Facebook. You know that person over Facebook, and over Twitter, you don't know them just yet. If everyone did it, so if everyone protected their tweets, Twitter wouldn't be a networking platform. You won't be able to meet people with the same interests as you. Unprotected tweets allows the user to be found easier, which leads to the increase of popularity, ultimately leading to higher results ranking from search engine sites. And if everyone is a potential customer, why would you want to have to confirm a potential customer? This is why we do not protect our tweets. Now, the cost of buying followers.
So, buying followers, there's many pros and many cons to buying followers, but for some businesses, they might feel that they need to increase followers immediately, and the only way that they think that they can do that is by purchasing followers from an outside company. Well, some major pros to this is it immediately makes your business look more credible and established, which can lead to trust, because consumers trust a Twitter site that has a lot of followers. They think that since a lot of people like it, hey, they may like it too. So the more followers you have, the more impressive you will seem. And again, the more popular you are, it can also increase your search results on a search ranking site like Google. But there are also some cons to this. So there's no guarantee you will receive any interaction from the purchased followers. You can buy all these followers, and that all it is just a number in your following box or your follower box. They may not never interact with you, may never tweet to you, may never retweet anything, so they're kind of useless. Purchased followers may unfollow you, ultimately making it kind of a waste of time and money. But some companies do guarantee money back for followers who do unfollow you. Also, another con is that Twitter doesn't really allow it. They try to keep their site free from spammers, but unfortunately there are ways around this, and there are ways to buy followers. All in all, though, it is a much better and ethical way to increase your followers by just posting relevant and interesting information and stuff that you think people would like and that people will want to follow you and that they want to buy from you.
And now it's the cost of Twitter. Many businesses were created before social media became a staple marketing tool. A lot of business owners and workers are not as up to date with the growing and the quickly evolving social networking websites, which gives them a disadvantage. Many businesses have resulted to hiring agencies to help start off and run their Twitter accounts, as well as coach and train employees to use the network in a proactive way. Twitter and other social networking websites have been known to increase a business's revenue, which is why these experts or these coaches can cost on an average between $1,000 or $2,500 per month for just Twitter alone. Additional costs for other social networking websites are still there.
So now we're just going to talk to you about a few Twitter analytics sites that can help you monitor and use Twitter in just a simple, easier way.
Have you ever made a tweet regarding a specific topic, a product, or a service, and a couple hours later you had a related user account start following you? Well, for example, working out. If you post a tweet about working out and a couple minutes or a couple hours later, a working out website starts following you. That's because of Twitter analytics like Social Bro. Social Bro allows users to browse your community. So you can find accurate information about your Twitter community by using many different search criteria, which will aid to make the right strategic decisions. You can find out where exactly your followers are from, or the different activity they partake in, the language they speak, and more, which will allow you to interact with them more efficiently and more in a personal way. You know when the best time to tweet is for your followers? And Social Bro also allows a dashboard. So with the dashboard, you can look at how progressive your Twitter account is by looking at new followers, recent unfollowers, or as well as what is going on in that particular activity.
There's also another one called Twitterlizer. Twitterlizer is pretty similar to Social Bro as well. They have user profiles that provide a complete view of any Twitter user's social behavior. They also have a dashboard, and the report is the first thing you see when you log in, which can be customized to show the metrics you want to track. For example, followers, new followers, trending topics, etc. They also have a multi-dimensional trending tool, which can graph and compare multiple accounts on Twitter.
Another analytic is Twinonomy. Now, a lot of these analytics have the same functions in common, but with Twinonomy, you can monitor your follow backs, your mentions, retweets, favorites, and more. But the cool thing is you can back up and export user tweets to an Excel spreadsheet to assist in more data research. You're also able to track the number of clicks on the links you have included in your tweets, and much more.
Another one is Crowd Booster. Crowd Booster dashboard gives you an easy, fast visual feedback about your performance. You can also graph and track the growth of your audience. You're also able to schedule tweets so that they get tweeted at certain times of the day. And again, this relates back to Subway, and this could be helpful for a company like Subway because they may want to schedule their tweets so that every day at 11:30 a tweet gets sent out about their promotion for lunch, about the $6 footlong that can remind all their followers.
Another one is Follower Wonk. So with Follower Wonk, you're actually able to compare different Twitter users and sort your followers in different lists in more of a specific way than the original Twitter list enables you to do. You're also able to search specific Twitter biographies.
Topsy is another. With Topsy, you can instantly measure and analyze any topic, hashtag, or @ name in real time or across years of conversation. So you can go back and see what the most popular trending topic was on February 14th, 2010, and maybe that can help your business grow. With Topsy, you can also identify key thoughts, content, and people historically and or in real time. And you're also able to compare your metrics with competitors or past events.
And then there's also Tweet Stats, which is more of a personal search engine for Twitter users. You can recall tweets, links, photos, videos, and more.
20 feet is another. You can track 8 different Twitter accounts at once. You can track all of your services in one place. So that means you can put your Twitter, your Facebook, your YouTube, your MySpace, your Google Plus page all in one 20 feet page. 20 feet also gives you historical charts of your performance, basically meaning you can go back in time and see when you had the most spike in increase of followers, or when your messages got retweeted the most, or when your hashtag was clicked on the most.
And then the last few are post
and status people. They're both pretty similar. You can manage all your social media accounts with both of these. They can schedule tweets or other posts. You can get real-time reports that can be published, or you can go back in time and get posts on that. There's another couple of ones of Bitly and Owly. They're pretty similar as well, but the main benefit with Owly and why Jonathan and I think it's one of the best ones is because it is connected with Hootsuite. You're also able to receive your Twitter profile stats. You can see all of your followers, all your mentions, and all your hashtags all in one location. And like with your profile stats, it's based on your followers, following, and mentions. And you're also able to print out and get full analytic reports.
And now we're going to talk about a little case of how a business used an individual to grow their business just by Twitter. So here we have Paul Bissonnette. Paul Bissonnette is a below-average professional hockey player who plays for the Phoenix Coyotes. He's named one of the most inimitable and entertaining and blunt NHL players to ever utilize the social media using Twitter. Paul Bissonnette has over 300,000 followers on his own Twitter account. So it all started when his first account was shut down by the NHL for a racial tweet toward another player. He then again entered Twitter in 2010 as BizNasty 2.0 where he tweeted very blunt, funny, and controversial thoughts. The name BizNasty became a brand and was one of the most popular Twitter users. This name BizNasty was used over other media like TV and the radio so people could discover his online Twitter presence, and he eventually became a Twitter icon. Paul Bissonnette says he uses Twitter with family, friends, and fans to establish a connection and give back to the loyal followers, as well as increase his popularity. So, back in summer in 2010, a company named Sauce Hockey dedicated a full line of clothing to Paul Bissonnette. Its characteristics represent the brand itself. "I'm not a player, I just tweet a lot," says one of the t-shirts. The tweet itself retweets, favorites a customer complaint, and immediately after a response from Sauce Hockey, as you can see, back here on October 30th, 2012. So, Paul Bissonnette's tweets, "Hey folks, new fall Sauce Hockey products released today, including some new fourth line 2 products. Check it out at Sauce Hockey." Tim Watchorn tweets, "BizNasty and Sauce Hockey. How did you get a reply from 4LS? I ordered a hoodie and a hat, got the hat, but no hoodie. Sent an email and called." Immediately on October 30th, Sauce Hockey retweet or responds to the tweet to Tim saying, "We're going to look into this."
And this is just showing how a company can use Twitter to just quickly monitor their site and their company and to do customer service immediately. So Tim Watchorn was probably pretty unhappy that he got one of the products but not the other. So Sauce Hockey said to him immediately that they're going to look into it and that they're going to figure out why he didn't get his hoodie as well with his hat. So also to this, we've discovered and we've posted 10 websites that are helpful in a business marketing using Twitter. So I'm just going to quickly talk to you about a few of them. The first one is just a website. This website, it just shows you how to market your business with Twitter lists. It shows you how to use private ones and public ones and how Twitter lists work and how Twitter lists are pretty effective when you're using Twitter. Because you can put all the people you think are your customers and you think you want to target into a specific list and just tweet messages to them, which are also very helpful for them. Another website is this one right here. It's called How to Use Twitter for Marketing and Public Relations. It basically talks about a 6-step process that you can use. The key points are engaging your CEO in social media, keeping in touch with your blogs and media, keeping in touch with your consumers, monitoring your company and brand on Twitter, announcing special deals and sales, giving live updates and events on conferences, and also promoting blog articles, webinars, and other interesting news that you think your followers would want to follow. With all that, saying all that, I hope you've learned a lot about how companies can use Twitter to grow their business. And if you have any questions about Twitter itself or anything else, you can tweet at myself, Matt Raguseo, at mmraguseo /twitter.com or
The Teixeira
on Twitter. So thank you very much for watching.
And I hope you learned something.
Oh, and here's the Works Cited for the 10 sites that we found that can help businesses, as well as here's the Works Cited for the content and all the information which we made our video off of. Thanks again for watching.